Our first guest tonight here to discuss the president's warning to the Republican Party about the cost of failure in the case of health care legislation and whether the Republican leadership is in fact capable of moving the president's ambitious legislative agenda forward. Joining us tonight, Kellyanne Conway, counselor to the president from the White House. Kellyanne, first of all, thank you for being with us tonight. And secondly, what are the prospects as we talk here right now of health care actually becoming a reality in the Senate?
We remain very optimistic that the president will have a bill on his desk in short course from the Senate and the House, of course, which passed it several weeks ago. Lou, why? Well, because all these senators ran on repealing and replacing Obamacare, and they've seen all the numbers. Let's remember why we're doing this in the first place. We have 19 of the 23 co-ops have failed. 83 insurers left the exchanges already, with 24 more promising to do so. In Senator Heller's Nevada, 2 more just pull out of the exchanges. You've got bare counties there that literally have no way for people to access private insurers in their counties.
But there seems to be a divide between Mitch McConnell and the president himself on this right now. They do not seem to be working together, to those of us on the outside looking in. Mitch McConnell doesn't seem to be necessarily moving forward the president's bill, nor Paul Ryan, as he moved forward in the Senate, which he couldn't have done, admittedly, without the president driving that legislation. We don't see the same animation. Is it there on the part of the president this time in the Senate?
It is. He just had the Republican senators all here 2 days ago. Yeah. No, but that was an important point. If the president himself and the vice president himself were not engaged in this process, they would just leave it to the Senate and say, look, when you guys on Capitol Hill are finished, put it on my desk, we'll take a look at it, and I'll let you know. That's not Donald Trump's way, and that's not what he's been doing with health care legislation. Even HHS and CMS and other agencies have been giving, OMB giving technical assistance. The president himself has been working the phones. The vice president has had half a dozen at least today and yesterday individual meetings with senators.
To report here tonight?
Yes, and remember the president said there'll be a big surprise. If I told you what that was, it wouldn't be a surprise. But the whole point of that is that there are negotiations and discussions and different options on the table to make this better and make it workable. I can tell you that this White House feels optimistic that the process is moving forward and that we'll have a bill in front of the president this summer, followed by tax reform to come.
All right. Terrific. Well, we do know one thing. The House today passing the president's bills that he supported, Kate's Law, and no sanctuary for criminals. However, they have dim prospects in the Senate. What can the president do about that?
We should be very excited that this passed, that you've got a president in just 5 months on the job, Lou, who actually engineered and made sure, showed leadership that this action would be taken. Action was the word that was used yesterday by a woman who came to this White House and sat with the president in the cabinet room and told her story, she and her husband, about their son. And he was murdered by an illegal alien who had multiple felony convictions. We heard from Jamil Shaw Sr., Laura Wilkinson, Marianne Mendoza.
I've been working on the issue of illegal immigration in this country for a very long time. What I'm really asking you, on behalf of the people in this country who voted for the president and who want to see a very, very vigorous enforcement of U.S. immigration law and enforcement of border security, also these 2 bills, is there any possibility that they'll pass in the Senate?
Yes, there's a possibility, but first he has to have the people here to show everyone why we're doing this. What is the point of this? What is the urgency? What is the action needs to be taken? Then today the House took the action, and I'm sure that your viewers are well aware. But why the no funding for sanctuary cities? Oh, because you need to comply with basic federal laws to be able to get these DOJ and DHS grants. And Kate Steinle should be a household name. Thank you very much for making her one on your show, because she is one of many whose lives have been snuffed out by people who should not have been here. The man who murdered her in front of her father a couple of years ago had been deported 5 times and had about 7 felony convictions. So going to the Senate, I want all the senators to pay attention to why this is happening and recognize we don't give federal funds to cities that call themselves sanctuary cities that are harboring illegal aliens and getting money from DOJ and DHS anyway. So I'd like those senators to really meet these families, to watch your show, to listen to the president, to find out what the point of this really is.
Kellyanne, I want to say, in addition, congratulations on moving both of those bills in the House. Also, the travel ban going into effect in less than an hour. Again, a terrific win for President Trump and
it is.
And for the country.
It is indeed.